much, right? Where I have the power to now pay attention to when I'm doing it and stuff. Things are supposed to be different. Things are supposed to feel. Hey, you guys. Hey, everyone. Today I'm going to be talking to y'all about some things that's on my mind while I wash my face and brush my teeth. So I guess we can call this, I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm whispering because my baby's asleep. I think y'all can hear me though. But yeah, we finna be talking about some stuff. We finna get into it. Please don't wake up. Please don't wake up. Please don't wake up. I'm so tired. Only if y'all could see the full view that I'm seeing right now, because God damn, I'm looking good. But hey, you guys, my name is Tamara. So if you didn't know, now you know. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And also, welcome back to my channel. The subscribers that's been rocking with me and the viewers that's been rocking with me since the beginning. And hello, hey, to my new 20 subscribers that I recently just got. Hi, thank you so much for being here. Like, you are appreciated. Thank you. I love you. I love you. You guys, comment below so I can know who you guys are. Like, I want to talk to y'all. Like, I've been saying I want to talk to y'all, but maybe y'all just want to watch, and that's all good. That's all good. You just came to see me be me. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and brush my teeth, wash my face, get it together. So yeah. So I am using my homemade toothpaste. Yep. So are you curious on how to make some homemade toothpaste? Just let me know. I might sell this one day. But yeah, I have been working on it and been adding new stuff to it, like new herbs and stuff to my toothpaste as I learn and gain knowledge of what's good for your teeth, what isn't, and working on like healing your teeth, because that's what I'm working on. Because I got this real bad tooth back here, but it has been healing, I'm not gonna lie. Because if I didn't have natural toothpaste, I probably would have had to be at the dentist spending another $3,000 like on my tooth. So I think I'm gonna brush my teeth and I'll come back. Alright, y'all, I ain't done brushing my teeth. I just flossed. Oh, I'll be right back. I gotta put some clothes in my mouth. Alright, if you ever been curious about what I use on my skin, you finna find out today. And this is recently a new product I came up with. Okay, so it's honey in here, turmeric, and Himalayan salt. And y'all, this is a good combination. Recently, well, not that recently, but at the old apartment, I started using like honey and turmeric on my face. Because I wanted to use something all natural and that is good for my face and my skin. And it has been working and helping with my acne, keeping it away. But I did notice I was getting like my skin wasn't completely and fully smooth. So recently when we moved over here, I had tried something new and I had added Himalayan pink salt inside of my new cleanser, my new combination or whatever. And y'all, my skin was looking so good. It felt so smooth. And like, that's just what I've been sticking with. But one thing I can say is that it needs to stay in the refrigerator because I've been having it in the bathroom lately and it's been melting. I had to add some more Himalayan salt in there. So this most definitely needs to stay in the refrigerator so I don't have to keep putting Himalayan salt in it. And I have been using it on my baby's skin. When we, I just add it to the soap. I add it to the soap and I do the same thing for me. So I can work on like my skin because I want my skin to glow. So yeah, I've been working on my natural products or whatever. And they are working wonders. Wait till I rinse my face, y'all. Wait till I rinse my face. Look at that. I'm getting a gentle exfoliant. Like, it's not rough or nothing. It's not rough or nothing. Like, I'm reducing my acne and preventing new acne. I'm getting rid of dead skin. I'm brightening my skin. I always say, what else am I doing? I don't know. But if anything inflamed on my face, I'm helping with that. Like getting rid of bacteria off my face. Look, I'm finna rinse it though. And I like to use it on my lips too. Look at my skin, my boy. Like, look at my motherfucking skin. Look at my motherfucking skin. So yeah, I'm not gonna cap. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't been putting moisturizer on my skin. Like, I haven't seen a need to really moisturize my face since doing this combination. So I don't do it. I don't do it. I don't do it. All right. And then as far as my lips go, I've been putting like shea butter and stuff on my natural chapstick or this on my lips. And y'all, I do my hair. I'm finna take out the back. Y'all finna see it in a little bit. So, yeah. I put this on my lips. I've been trying to keep up with it, but I've been like sucking a little bit, but it's okay. Cause it's new. Like at first, I had stopped putting lip gloss on for a little minute. Then I started back, and then I stopped and found a replacement of what do pretty good on my lips. Cause I do want to put like all natural stuff on my lips, and then I can kiss my baby with lip gloss on. How to do this? Yeah. Look at that. That looks good. That looks good. And now it's time for the hair. And now let's go ahead and talk. I'm gonna be chewing because I need to break down my clothes. Clothes are good for inflammation in your teeth. And yeah, other stuff. You can look it up, or I might share in another video, but that's not one of these videos. So I wanted to talk about this one comment I got. And the only reason why I really do feel called to even talk about it, like I want to talk about it, is because somebody that I love had brought this up as well. Because originally I would have ignored it, because I don't care about people comments on my video if it's rude or whatever. Even though it wasn't really rude to me, I'm like, he's just showing me where his mind is at. Like, just because you think you're saying something about me doesn't mean it's really about me. But anyway, I'm just being myself, you know, being who I am. And this one person decided to say, I think you should get checked for a disorder. And I'm just like, bitch, you're not talking to me. You're really not talking to me anyway. Because I'm being myself. Okay, and first of all, do you even know what the fuck a disorder is? Like, for real, for real. Let me see how I want to explain it, and I'm gonna just do it like I'm talking to myself. So anyway, a disorder is basically something that's wrong with your brain, okay? And usually in what the society that we live in, a disorder, when they say something is wrong with your brain, It's just you're not thinking in the way they want you to think. You're not moving in what they say is normal. You're moving different. You're thinking differently. And as all of us being individuals and human beings, all of us are different. All of us are different. All of us are supposed to be different. We are not supposed to agree on all of the same things. And anyway, let's get a little deeper into also what a disorder is. Like I said, it means something is wrong with your brain to an extent, if that makes sense. Sometimes they say you have a disorder because you don't think the same as everybody else. Okay? Or because you move a lot. That is not a disorder. That is you being human. That is you being who you are. Okay? Next. Also, they say sometimes you have disorders like blah, 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 blah. It's something's wrong with your brain. And when something is wrong with your brain, it's usually because you aren't in alignment with who you really are. You know, when you have depression, that is considered a disorder. It's really not a disorder, but it's considered a disorder. Okay, we're going to get out of what their meaning of it is, and we're going to get into what my meaning of it is, and what the real meaning of it is to me anyway. Okay? It is when, let me see how I'm going to say it. But it's basically, it is when you are not being true to yourself, okay? If you're being true to yourself, if you're in the environment you're supposed to be in, if you're living how you truly want to live, you will not be depressed, okay? You won't be depressed. It's just the truth. You won't be depressed. If you are living for everybody else, and that's how a lot of us is out here programmed to live for everybody else, thinking that this life is supposed to go this way, we're supposed to react like this to this, we talk about this, we don't talk about that, blah, blah, blah. No, none of us, like, that shit don't even make sense. It really don't, okay? If you're in a group, in my head, it was so much better when it was just my individual talk. So I guess I need to get back into my individuality, okay? My individuality. So let's tap into it. I need you, Samira. Be here, be here, be here. Let me see. Let me see. But anyway, let me see how I want to better explain it for myself. Okay, so I'm gonna use this as an example, right? Let's say it's a group of 100 people, all right? And normally they'll be like, there's things that are right and there's things that are wrong. And in my opinion, all of us should not agree on what is right and what is wrong. Like, we all shouldn't agree on it. We all should not act in the same we all should not have the same outcome. Like, we all should not react to the same situation the same. 9 times out of 10, when somebody is acting out or reacting towards something, it's because of what they see. Okay? Let's just be honest. You're not, like, a lot of us are not actually being individuals. A lot of us are going based off of what we've seen. If we don't know how to handle a situation, we're all lost. Like, you get what I'm saying? I think she reacted like this and it worked out for her. Let me try it. And I'm using me as an example. That's the way that I thought before, right? And that shit will steer you wrong. And you be steered wrong. Like, you need to go inside of you, think inside of you, and see how you would deal with the situation. Like, how would you deal with it? How would you deal with it? It doesn't have to be how other people would deal with it. It doesn't have to be how other people react to it, because nobody is living your life. So the way that they react towards something or a certain situation should not be the same way that you react towards a situation. Do you get what I'm saying? If you don't, you don't. You'll catch on a little later, because I'm gonna just explain things. Well, I'm being serious. Like, this video is gonna be all over the place, but it's okay. It's okay. I think I want to put my hair in a bun though, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, let me see. Let me see. We're going to catch it. We're going to catch it. I'm going to catch the flow. It's always easier in my head. Literally, because I just be talking to myself and it just be like boom, 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 boom. But when it's time to talk to y'all, I really be having to catch it. I be having to catch it. Anyway, down back to the disorder or whatever. So somebody I love did say something that somebody said her child looked like they have a disorder. And I thought that was the craziest thing ever. A child does not know what normal is. A child does not conform, okay? A lot of us, as we got older, we start to conform to what they say normal is. We start to react to what they say normal is. We start to move and do our day-to-day life based on not looking crazy. And that means not doing something that is true to yourself because it's not normal to other people, okay? Let's just be honest, right? And a kid, they're a kid. They're babies. They don't know what normal is. They're just doing what feels right to them. They are being true to their self. So saying kids have a disorder is one of the stupidest things to me. It is. Saying a kid has ADHD is stupid. It's very stupid. Look at how dumb that is. And the thing is, for anybody to actually believe that, you're brainwashed like a motherfucker. You really are. Because everybody has their own natural flow and rhythm and the way that they move that makes them happy. You know how kids are always happy, right? They're happy, they're just moving, they're being free. Okay, they're moving out of what is normal, right? And normally as they get older, they will move into what is normal. They're not going to do the things that they used to do. And I'm not talking about the crying and the tantrums, but I'm talking about them just moving, them just being, them just exploring, right? Usually that dials down as you get older and older. And then people start to become unhappy, unattached with who they really are, okay? And they start to have these masks. And you learn how to put a mask on by people that have a mask on. So I'm going to use this as an example, right? So let's say an individual that isn't fitting in with a group, right? And they be like, bruh, you're being too blah, 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 or you're being too this, or I'm gonna use this as an example because we see this everywhere, especially in movies. All right, so usually it's this dude trying to talk to this female, but she acting like he lame, right? She acting like he lame because usually they don't be on the same frequency, if that makes sense. Okay, it usually be the dude that be said that they're lame that isn't on that player energy, right? It's just because he just doesn't fit with her. So now dudes try and teach him, right, how to put on game, or now he trying to copy other dudes, trying to get females, basically, or whatever. So now he's switching his frequency from who he really is. He really would have attracted somebody that was actually on his frequency and that was true to himself. But since he switched his frequency, now he's going to be having females that want him because of this or that. Usually it's because of money. Oh, he a player, he this, he look cool, he popular, whatever. Let's just be honest, right? Because that's usually how it go. All right. And now he find out and he gets the same type of experience that these other dudes that are having, that he decided to copy. Oh, she lame, she this, she that, right? And then some of them really be depressed, right? And later on down in life, down in the line in life, dudes start to come out and they be like, but these females just want you for your money, blah, 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 this, and that. You hopped on that frequency. If you would have never switched who you are, you would find exactly who you wanted, who was meant for you. You get what I'm saying? You hopped on that frequency of being a player. You hopped on that frequency of, I'm going, I can get you this, I can get you that. Now you getting the girls, the ladies that's on that type of frequency, but that's not really your frequency because you're unhappy. You really want to settle down. You really want this, but you also trying to fit in with other people and you're not really happy. Okay, I'm just using this as an example. That is a disorder. That's really a disorder when you're not being yourself. That's really a disorder when you're hopping on other people's frequencies All right, because they making shit look good, or they calling you lame, or they calling you this and that. So you like, shit, let me try hopping on their freaking shit. You hop on these people freaking shit that be popping and da-da-da-da-da, your ass fuck around and find out it ain't what it look like, right? They be calling you this, they be saying, oh, you weird, or you crazy, or blah, 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 blah. Once you switch your frequency to fit in with other people, you fuck around and you find out that the shit ain't really what it look like, okay? That shit really be lame. That shit really be lame. For example, being a hot girl, to an extent, if you get what I'm saying, to an extent. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. They make it seem like having one man, or if a man ain't giving you money all the time, you're lame. You're lame. Call me lame-o. Call me lame-o then. Because I don't give a fuck. Because, bitch, I'm happy. I have one man. I'm happy. I'm very much happy. But yeah, like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? First of all, it don't even make sense. 9 times out of 10, these females be hopping on frequencies because they got fucked over by some lame ass nigga. You get what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, you even talk to this. The only reason why females talk to certain niggas is because it's just like this whole little cycle. Like, the only reason why females talk to certain type of niggas that seem popping or popular is for other people, if you get it or not. Because if you really get in touch and be honest with who you really are, what's popping in society and what looks good to the eye, you really won't even be attracted to. But you're attracted to it because you care about other people's opinions. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if you don't, you don't. But you're attracted to what seems bling, 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 all of this and that really don't actually feel like what it looks like, because the way that you're going to be perceived by other people's, and then you really be unhappy. But anyway, you choose this type of dude, right, that got all of this going on and none of this going on. If you got both, then I know that's right. I know that's right. But if you only got the dude that got the bling, 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 bling going on, because that's what they say, oh, you want to deal with money, this, and that. But he missing the rest. Your ass be unhappy as fuck, okay? They be unhappy. And then they get cheated on, right? We're just going to use this as an example, because, right, you get cheated on. Now it's fuck one nigga, blah, 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 this, and that. Like, I need to have multiple because your feelings got hurt. Your feelings got hurt. Now you're moving out of pride and you're moving out of ego, right? Right. Okay, then also next, there's also some females that believe because they always got cheated on that now every nigga cheats. And that's crazy. And they be like, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. But you're really not. You're lying. You're lying. Do you know what cheating is? Cheating is stepping out of what y'all agreed on. If you were okay with it, then you would be, what is it, poly? I don't know what it is. But if you were okay with it, then y'all would start y'all relationship like that. Like, hey, I want to have a relationship with like 3 or 4 people. That's how it would start. So you're cheating, you're not okay with cheating. Cheating is stepping out of y'all contract. That's what cheating is. Lying is stepping out of y'all contract. Okay? That's what it is. Lying is stepping out of the truth. Okay? But anyway, I'm just here to say that we need to stop being fake as fuck. Because what the fuck is all of this, right? And I'm just saying, like, and then females do be copying it. And bitch, I almost got caught in the wave. Like, I almost got caught in the wave of what the fuck y'all be making sound so motherfucking good. And it really ain't good. It ain't good. It don't feel good. I don't want it. And then what's up with everybody acting like they don't want love for real? What is that about? What is that about? Because, bitch, I want to get in love. Like, I know what I want. I want my man to be faithful to me. That's what I want. Okay? The fuck? And also, if a man ever cheat on you, it has nothing to do with you. And I noticed that when females get cheated on, they start bashing the female. And it's really just because that's how they feel about themselves. It's really just a belief of how they feel about themselves, right? You feel like if you get cheated on in some way, you're not good enough. That's why a lot of females, they be like over sexualizing themselves. It's the difference from you perceiving somebody from over sexualizing themselves and them actually over sexualizing themselves. Okay, so when it be like, oh my pussy's a dead, or the hype of taking other men, taking women's men, like the hype of that is that shit is crazy. You wouldn't want somebody to do that to you. You will be hurt as fuck. So what's the hype of all of this in people's times? I'll take her man, like, bitch, that obviously was not my motherfucking man. That's just how I feel. Obviously that wasn't my man, okay? I was getting lied to. Like, that's just how I feel, right? If my man ever did me dirty like that, if you broke our fucking contract like that, obviously you weren't my man. Like, bitch, I got fooled. You didn't take my man. You didn't. You didn't take my man because he was never my man. I thought he was, but bitch, I was wrong. And you can keep him because I don't want that nigga back. And that doesn't mean that it won't hurt. But it has nothing to do with you when a man cheats on you. It has nothing to do with how beautiful you are, how much you putting down in the bed. It has nothing to do with that. It has something to do and everything to do with who that man is. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with, it don't have shit to do with you for real. Like, how you flawed because your man cheated. How you flawed? How you not perfect? How you not beautiful enough? How you not sexy enough? Like, what? What the fuck is you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Okay, somebody ain't being honest about what they really want. Who is it? Is it you or is it him? Is it you or is it him? But yeah. Anyway, it was so much stuff I wanted to talk about, but I guess I had to just keep going in the flow and it would just pop up. But yeah. Anyway, also with the disorders, y'all, they don't even tell y'all what it is, like where these disorders come from. When something is not right in your head, it's because something is not right in your life. That means you need to change whatever is going on in your life, whatever you're not being true to, whatever you're not being real to, whatever is not in line with you will show up in your mental health and in your life. But instead, this industry and this society that we live in, that I'm not finna continue to live in. I'm just being honest. I'm not finna continue to be here. I will have land one day. I will be making my own food. I will be... I'm finna be gaining and continuing to gain knowledge, okay? Because I'm really finna be free, like for real. Like, yeah, I'm finna continue to keep learning about the brain and everything like that. And just continuing to be true to who I am and also being self-aware from when I am not being true to who I am and calling myself out on it so I can pay attention to my actions so I can fix my outcomes of my life, okay? I know how they be like the subconscious. I know we hopping around, but that's just how my brain goes. It does. It's my brain wrong with it. Okay. Yeah, you know how they talk about the subconscious is things that you aren't conscious about, which means stuff is things that you aren't self-aware about. And they say 9 times out of 10, a lot of things that play out in your life is because of your subconscious mind. That just means a lot of things that you aren't paying attention to about yourself. Okay, so that means we need to work on self-awareness, and that's what I'm working on. I'm working on being self-aware, and you have to really work on being real and honest with yourself. It's okay if you make yourself cry. Like, you have to be honest with yourself. You do. You have to be honest. It's good to call yourself out. It is good. You need to be real to that point where you can call yourself out and you can see all your wrongs or whatever you feel like is wrong. Or you just need to, when the frequency isn't right, when the energy isn't right, when the energy switched, you get what I'm saying? You need to pay attention to things like that. Why did your energy switch? Why are you being phony? What is this coming from? Where is it stemming from? You get what I'm saying? What's going on in your brain? What's happening where you're doing something that isn't fulfilling to you? That's also with working a job. Why are you continuing? Where are you doubting yourself? Where is it lack? Where is your limiting belief of where you feel like this is actually how you have to live? You get what I'm saying? Like things like that. When you're not showing up for a friend, like how you feel like you really should have showed up for a friend. But why couldn't you show up for a friend? You get what I'm saying? I hope you get what I'm saying. But if you don't, then you really don't. And it is what it is. Okay. But yeah, like, anyway, I'm going to use myself as an example because this is my channel and I feel comfortable with just being honest, right? Because the more you can call yourself out and be honest about things that just isn't the most pleasant thing to admit, the more that you can grow and be better. So this is one of the things that I recently have became aware of within a couple of months, right? Okay, even though I was aware, but I wasn't completely aware like I am now, where I can try and where I have the power to now pay attention to when I'm doing it and step out of it and step into what is in flow with me, right? So there are times, right, because my boyfriend, he's awesome, he's amazing, right? He doesn't really care about what people think. He doesn't. So whatever in his mind, whatever conversation he wants to have it, right? And me being right, stepping too much into other people's heads, and I am working on stepping out of it, and I am getting better, right? Stepping too much into other people's heads, we can have an unauthentic conversation, if that makes sense. Like now, you get what I'm saying? Like if you don't, I'm just gonna slang it so. But there will be times, right, where I'm like, dang, I wonder how they feel, like how other people feel and how they're looking at us because something he just said. But they don't know him like I know him, right? And some people are just too normal, right? They're not themselves, right? So everybody's just going based off of other people's opinions, right? And that's what I was doing, right? Where sometimes I would get irritated with him, right? Because the only reason why I'm getting irritated with him is because I didn't realize at the time, but I would get irritated when he brought certain things up because now I have stepped out of my own brain. I stepped out of me and started stepping into the way that I feel like other people will perceive me. And that changed the whole outcome of a lot of our interactions that were in public. Does that make sense? Right? If it don't, it don't. But now I'm at that point where I can catch myself. I see I'm stepping out. I'm starting to step into other people's minds, right? Like I'm a fucking mind reader or some shit, and I'm not. So I'm stepping out of my head, right? I can catch myself. I'm stepping out of my head and I'm realizing I'm stepping into how I'm perceived, right? And that ain't my business. That ain't my motherfucking business how I'm perceived, right? Right. That is not my business how I perceive or how other people see me, all right? And for anybody to perceive you, try to perceive you or act like they know you or to judge you when they don't really know you and they're not living your life, no matter how much they think they know you, okay? Family or not, all right? Try to perceive you or to judge you based off of their programming and their beliefs is ignorant as fuck. And that's just my truth, and that's my belief, and that's what I'm standing on. And the same is for me. Like, I call myself out when I'm stepping out of place, when I'm not minding my business, when I have the nerve to conjure up an opinion about somebody else, and I'm not living their life. I'm not in their mind. They have their own path that they're on, their own journey, right? So I have to catch myself when I find myself trying to judge other people or thinking that as if I am better, because I am better than no one, and no one is better than me. Nobody can be better than me but me. Nobody can be better than anybody else but their self, because they are an individual, okay? So, I'm surprised my baby's still asleep, but thank you. He probably gonna be up when I hop in the shower though. But yeah. Also, I'm going to start posting workout videos. I'm going to start posting workout videos. But anyway, yeah. A lot of people think people being themselves is weird or they're crazy. Or it's not normal. And you're right, it's not normal. Because normal is to fit in. To come out of who you are to fit in with a group of people. Okay? Like I was saying with the example, if there's 100 people in a room, all 100 people should not be in agreement with each other. Like the way how the society is, because it isn't everybody, right? It's different. It's so different. Because groups of people, they will call somebody outcast for thinking differently than the way that they do and say somebody is a lame. But in the spiritual community, I literally have watched the most beautiful shit. I have watched them connect with people that have completely different beliefs, but they're not judging each other. They're still listening. They're able to have conversations even though they're different. Their beliefs are different, and they're able to still connect with certain things and still expand each other's mind, or just to allow somebody to get out what they believe. And I say, oh bro, you weird. Because I literally have watched 19 kids. He has so many different people come on his channel that have different beliefs. And the way that this man is so open and non-judgmental and just allowing and accepting people to be them, as long as they're on a good frequency. Does that make sense? Like they're a good individual. You get what I'm saying? They're a positive individual. Okay? They're one of the good frequencies out here, right? They, even though they have different beliefs, he doesn't belittle, he doesn't put them down. He takes what he can learn from them. Because nobody's belief is wrong. In my opinion, nobody's belief is wrong. You believe what you believe in for whatever reason you believe in it. And my belief is you should never just believe in something because somebody told you or that's what you grew up on. Especially if it's something you feel like you have to force yourself into, or it's a belief that's normal around where you are. Like being a Christian is normal. And I don't know, like my siblings, like they be like, I be like, oh, I'm not a Christian. That doesn't mean I don't believe in God or the creator of all things. I'm just not a Christian. I don't believe in everything the way that y'all believe in it. I don't believe that I have to morph my personality to fit this or that to be a Christian. Or whatever, you know, the little thing they say, this makes you a Christian, blah blah blah. A lot of y'all don't even fit in what the book says a Christian is, and y'all still trying to say y'all a Christian. A lot of y'all don't fit in it completely. Y'all don't. And also with the fearing God, like I know my dad, he told me you're supposed to fear God, and I don't believe that's true. I'm not knocking his belief. For me, it doesn't feel right. We all are individuals. We all are going to have our own connection with our creator, with the higher power. We can call him whatever we want to call him, as long as we have our individual connection. Our connection with our creator does not have to look the same or sound the same as it does with somebody else. And a lot of people do not realize, and me at a time too, I did not realize, and sometimes I don't realize, and I have to catch myself, that things can look different and things don't have to be the same. We are individuals. We all are supposed to have our own separate energy that makes us stand out from different people. I have gotten to the point where I feel like, dang, a lot of females are the same on certain things. And even my man says females are the same on certain things. And I don't think that it is supposed to be like that with the way that we react to things. And like we see it on social media, how social media, how they be like, females act like this when it comes to like food or when it's that time of the month. And like, y'all, we're not even supposed to be eating that thing. Like they're messing with our DNA. We're not supposed to be acting the same. Do you get what I'm saying? Well, we're not supposed to be acting the same. And food messes with your DNA. Depending on what you are consuming. What you put in your mouth is what comes out. Okay, what you put in your gut is what comes out. And it's just the truth. How you feel. If you feel like shit, are you eating a lot of shit? Like you're not supposed to eat meat. You aren't. And then this is where they catch you, right? For when you do, I do notice that there are like curves of where normal and I say normal, fitting in, tries to catch you when you are slipping out of what is normal. This is mine, the one with the protein wave. How do you get protein in? How do you get protein in? You're supposed to eat meat. Well, if you don't eat meat, at least eat fish. At least eat this. Or they try to hit you with the fake healthy stuff to get protein in. Y'all, you get protein from plants. It's a combination of getting the right vitamins that makes protein in your body. So yeah, anyway, it's just really about expanding your brain. They don't teach you the things that you need to know to be an individual and to be able to think for yourself and to thrive. A lot of people complain about work. I am one of those. And I'm going to be honest, and I'm complaining about work and happily complaining about work because I'm letting the universe know that I'm knocking at its door. Give me what is aligned with me. Because I'm trying to live, I'm going to live. I'm allowing myself to live and to move into and step out of working and doing something that isn't for me to get paid. No, I am deserving of getting paid just to be myself. I am deserving of being able to have everything that I want and need and more without having to conform in some sort of way. Following other people's rules isn't for me. I'm not supposed to follow your rules. I'm a completely different person. Why do I have to shrink myself and I don't? So why did I even allow myself and choose to shrink myself? And I'm going to be honest, I kind of still feel like I am shrinking myself, right? Because I am still working a motherfucking job because I'm like, I don't get paid for social media yet. Instead of just taking the big risk and being like, fuck this, I'm gonna put all my time, all my passion into being exactly who the fuck I am and filming that shit. Like, like what's going on? Like, so I just have to be honest. I have to call myself out too. Right? And that has to do with having a limited mindset because I know that was the other people, but I know y'all have heard certain things where people be like, I had to risk it all. I had nothing. I just quit my job, blah, 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 and I end up thriving, right? And it's possible. Like, it's possible. It literally is. Everything depends on your mental. Everything depends on your mind. And it's such a beautiful thing, especially when you start to unlock your mind and just be honest with yourself. Where are you limited at? And where are you fearful at? And a lot of times, I also do want to say something that deals with fear, right? Usually when bad things happen, or I can say I noticed when I was first walking into being spiritual. And spiritual to me is just being connected and being honest with who you are, right? And that's what it is to me. And it will change and it will expand as I expand and I continue to evolve and grow more and step into who I really am, right? And not even just stepping into who I really am. It's really just accepting who I really am, right? Because I need to accept myself. When you try to fit in with other people, or you try to look normal or be like, I'm not going to move like this, I'm not going to do this because people are going to think I'm crazy. It's because you don't accept yourself, right? And I was able to come to this conclusion, right? Because hello, I'm living it, right? But I am stepping into learning how to and accepting myself more and more and more. And it has been such an amazing journey so far. And I am becoming more and more happy again, like I used to. And also, one thing with that being said is when I used to be really happy, I used to have a super, super high frequency. And some people would be like, oh, you're naturally high. And yeah, I was naturally high. But at the same time I was naturally high, I had such a beautiful frequency, but I was weak, right? Just because of how I was raised. I wasn't raised to be like no warrior or standing up for yourself, moving outside of control, right? Being different, right? So I didn't have that. So that caused me to lose such my high frequency that I had of always being able to be happy. Something happened, I could bounce right back like that. I literally could bounce right back like that. I used to get called smiley. I also used to get awards when I was in school for always smiling, right? Because that was my natural frequency. And I did move out of it. And I remember when I made the conscious decision to move out of it. It was just, right, it was with my family. I was with my dad, obviously. I was with my dad, but it was just at a time where I just felt like stuff just kept happening. It's like it didn't matter what, like this negative energy just kept coming towards me about something, and then I would get over it and I would continue to be happy, and then it's like, dang, it keeps hitting me. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna stop choosing to be happy, and I'm gonna start holding grudges, and I'm gonna start just being mad and holding on to such a low frequency, which caused me to step out of what my natural frequency is. Right? But really, it was just I was weak. I wasn't strong enough. I did my chakra, my throat chakra was low. Hold on, I'm gonna grab my baby. But yeah, like I was saying, my throat chakra was low. Your throat chakra is being able to stand up for who you are, right? And my shit was low as fuck, right? And this was programmed into me since I was a child. So this is something I had to come out of. And I am still breaking. And I'm moving past my blockages. If you ever heard spiritual people say blockages, blockages is stuff that is blocking you, or people that are blocking you from being and walking into what you're supposed to walk in. Blockages can come in many forms, okay? And the biggest blockage, and really I say the main source of a blockage, is not accepting yourself for who you are. Not standing on yourself, not using your voice. If you use your voice, you'll be good. Like, you'll be good for real. Right? But a lot of us dimmed it, especially me. Or a lot of people use it for the wrong way. Right? Some people become bullies. Right? Because that's what they were taught. Or people, like, when they get jealous or envious, they do nasty things. It's like, oh, they know how to speak up for themselves, right? But they're doing it in the wrong way. They're copying somebody else. They're coming in such a negative or violent energy. And it's just like, you get what I'm saying? Like, things just be out of place. But really, I can only talk about myself and my own experience the best way. So I'm going to hop back onto mine, right? So I was weak in my throat chakra. Being an individual, being who I am and standing on that shit and allowing it to be what it is, right? What closed my throat chakra was fear. My dad did install fear in me that made me shut the fuck up, right? Right. That's where what whoopings come in. I hate getting my ass whooped. Who likes pain? Not me. I don't like pain at all. So I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just be real, and I'm gonna just say my truth, right? It is what it is. I'm not judging nobody. I'm not judging my dad. I'm not judging nobody, because everybody has their own story. All right, and if he me feels like I want to cry, just a little, right? But that is what closed my throat chakra, right? And then I started to develop anxiety, which I have now, but not as much, right? Just out of accepting myself, being true to myself, and starting to put up boundaries and not caring how people view you based off of your boundaries. When you set boundaries, it pisses people off. It does. And it pisses low-minded people off. You are low-minded when somebody sets a boundary and that shit pisses you off. It is the truth. Okay? Because something isn't going your way, now you're mad. Okay? Now you feel like this and this and that. Everybody has the right to set boundaries for their own mental health or for what they feel is right. Right? But nowadays, when you set boundaries or you tell the truth or you speak your truth, oh, you're being mean. Oh, you shouldn't say that. No, don't do that. Oh, be fake. You be fake, right? Because people keep telling you this, and that, right? Because your mind ain't strong enough. Because you still got people in your ear, your environment in your ear. You see people being fake. You be fake, right? You're not being honest about family members that you don't fuck with, people that you don't fuck with. Like, get the fuck away from me. And you ain't never got to say it like that. But let's just be honest, right? Because in family, we notice a lot of fake people. A lot of things that are fake, a lot of things that aren't right, and they brush that shit under the rug. That does not mean that you have to at all. So anyway, with that being said, once you start being fake and not speaking your truth because you have people in your ear, because you did not build up your brain strong enough to, it don't matter how many people say it, how many people are in your ear. If it doesn't feel right to you, then it's not right, and it's going to be what it is. And people can look at you, they can talk about you, they can all agree with you on something else. And even if that makes you feel low, keep on going with being who you are, right? Because sometimes when people feel low, or when a lot of people are ganging up on you, I have seen it in movies, I have seen it in TV, I have experienced it for myself. When a lot of people don't think the highest of you, you start to conform, right? That's where you break it. If you didn't break before for setting your boundaries, that's usually where some people break it. And I have broken there before. Okay? So yeah. So you start conforming and not being true to who you are. And then, bitch, you're really not happy. You're really not happy. And really, like I said, when it comes to minding your business that they didn't teach you about, right? Because they think it's normal for people to mind people's business. The way that people feel about you does not fucking matter. What people say about you does not fucking matter. That's not your fucking business, especially if it's not the family that you made. And to an extent, how they feel about you is still not your motherfucking business. Okay? To an extent. And you have to learn what that extent is for you, because everybody's boundaries, everybody's extent is different. Everybody's stuff should not look the same. Okay? Also, with the little couple things that be going on, or if your man isn't doing this or your lady isn't doing this, then something is wrong. No. Everybody's relationship is different. It does not have to flow nor look the same for it to be working and for them to truly be happy and in love. For anybody in every relationship to truly be happy and in love, our relationships are going to have to look different to an extent. Certain things might look similar, but people relationships have to be different to an extent, and it's meant to be different to an extent because these are individual people that are together, that are supposed to be different, that are not supposed to be what considered normal is, not supposed to be fitting in with nothing, just being true to who they are. So it's supposed to look different. Experiences are supposed to be different. Things are supposed to feel different. They're not supposed to look the same. Okay? They're not supposed to look the same at all. Oh, I'm not you, bitch. You live the fucking life you living and mind your motherfucking business, bitch. That's just really how I feel. And I'm gonna mind my motherfucking business. And even if you're trying to mind my motherfucking business and trying to observe me and read me, you really need to take that time out to read yourself and figure out what you need to work on. But society, the world that I have grown, the world that I know, so I can't talk for the whole world. I can't. But what I have grown into and what I have seen, right? And the way that I have perceived things, I noticed that it's just so normal to mind other people's business. It's so normal to have opinions on other people's business, and you're not them. And that is the most craziest thing to me. Because I feel like sometimes I try to talk for other people try to talk for other people to get opinions across or to use examples instead of just talking from who we really are, like from who I really am, from what I experienced. Because it's so much when it comes to being scared of being judged or being looked at like this, and people trying to put you in this type of box. But it's like, baby, that has nothing to do with me. It really has something to do with, and everything to do with the way that you think. Because the way that you perceive other people, the things that trigger you, the things that you see, the things that happen to you, the things that stands out to you, your experiences on things are all based off of you. They all are based off of you. Okay? And your programming, and if you choose to step out of it or not. But yeah. Also, what did I want to say? So much I want to say, so much I need to say, and this just feels so amazing. This just feels so cool to me to just speak for me, and I'm noticing that I'm just starting to speak more authentically for me, right? And noticing when I'm not being authentic, or when I'm changing the ways that I would originally say something based on how it might come off or how I might seem to other people. I'm gonna use this as an example, right? I was filming a video while I was pooping on the toilet, right? And I was saying something, and I changed the way that how I wanted to say it. Like, I didn't, but I did. Like, majority of the video, I said it exactly how I wanted to say it. It was something I posted on my story. If you want to watch my stories, then follow me on Instagram. I'm melanated_princessa. If you're my family member, if you follow me, I will block you. Okay? I will block you on my social media. Anyway, because I know the way that y'all think, and I think differently from y'all. And I know that some things that you might see, you might perceive me in a way that I'm not, and try and come to me and talk about something that I'm doing that is right to me. And I don't want to hear that shit. So I'm going to block you. So it's just my truth. All right. So I noticed that I changed my tone. And you know how I say, basically on my world, how I grew up, and the people that I was around, we brush off things. Like, the things that really are so big that helps you keep in touch with yourself and be able to know what is right and wrong for you. And when something is completely off, we ignore that shit, right? And why I said that is because everything that we need, we are all knowing. We are all knowing. You just are blinded because of your programming, right? And your fears. And your fears are your limitations. We get what I'm saying. If you don't, I know what I'm saying. What are your limitations? See, look, it's like whenever I'm not, sometimes I just be thinking too hard. It is what it is. It is what it is. I love you, Tamara. I accept you for who you are. You can stutter sometimes. I know that you are smart, you are intelligent, you are an amazing human being, and I'm just so grateful to have you. Okay? I'm grateful, I'm happy to have you, because if I didn't have you, I would be depressed, especially if you just were living with a mask on your whole life. You know? I had to take that time to do an individual talk, because sometimes I feel down about myself because how I feel like I'll be perceived by others. So I had to come in and step in and give myself that loving and that talk that I need to continue to show up as I am, right? And not to belittle myself and to lower my frequency, right? Right. So I don't know if that's everybody, but that's just what I'm doing, right? So what was I saying? But yeah, I noticed that my tone had changed, right? My tone switched because I stepped into like, oh, people might perceive me as nasty. I know some people say this is too much information. Like, I had stepped out of myself some, if that made sense. So it made my tone switch, which means my delivery of what I was saying wasn't fully authentic because I stepped out of myself. And I stepped into other people's minds of what I did here before. Just based on who I am and certain things that don't bother me, that bothers other people. And I can't let things that bother other people be my limitations. I just can't. So forget it. But yeah, I can't let that change who I am or certain things that I do, because that isn't true and that isn't real to me. And I do know